Let's play! Welcome to Hyrule Warriors Part 10. I'm the announcer guy, and we're gonna be playing as Midna, but not using that voice the whole part, because my throat would be shot.
Lana had saved an unusual girl named Agatha from the Twilight. To thank Lana for her rescue, Agatha gave her a goddess butterfly, an insect that could guide her wherever she wished to go. A curious Twilight named Midna also joined the party for reasons of her own. The heroes follow the goddess butterfly, eventually arriving at the Palace of Twilight. There, they met a terrible foe. It was Zant, the usurper king of the Twilight realm. Lana and Midna would have to overcome his unnatural powers to complete their task.
Okay, so the reason for that weird intro with me, basically before a part, I always do like 3 or 4 just sort of practice. Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors, just to get into the groove. And for some reason, one of them was just like, hello and welcome back to Hyrule Warriors. But enough about me. We're going to be playing as Midna in the Palace of Twilight. 2 of my favorite levels and characters specifically. That's one of each, they're both not levels and characters, but whatever. Midna, as you may have seen in the last part, fights with wolves and her hair. So it's sort of a mixture between Okami and Bayonetta. That is actually not true at all. Her gimmick, if you will, is that certain attacks can power her up. So for instance, ow, bro. With just her X attack, as we wait for this guy, just press X. Oh, dude, what? Okay, Mr. Flaming Redead, stop. If you just press the X button, you'll grab enemies and squeeze their Twilight juices out of them. And then after that, what you can do is your attacks are powered up with darkness, as well as just generally powered up. You'd be surprised how little this actually comes into play. Her just actual regular fighting style is fun enough. So let's do her regular combo on this dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see here, that the wind up for the 4 will actually get you killed, like not killed, but hit a couple times. There is quite a bit of wind up on it because you are staying in place. 1, 2 is a grab that leads into them being thrown up and then you smacking them down, almost like some sort of slam jam. Thank you, ma'am. All that fun stuff. Her 1, 2 leads to this wolf attack, which is a nice projectile. Her 1, 2, 3 leads to this, which is a tornado, which leads into a wolf blender, which finally ends with an explosion. So as you can see, she's pretty fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually don't have it. We didn't level up for it. You get an attack where she just slams her hand and runs around. Very fun, very good. In fact, you could almost say that about her entire character. She's just fun and fast. That's another big thing. So, we should get rid of these dudes, though. I think they won't attack when they're in your base and you've captured it. But just to be safe, you know. So here's her special. She just takes a ball of darkness, or Twilight rather, and chucks it. So it's actually pretty good. It doesn't do crazy damage or anything or have a huge hitbox. But for what it's, you know, it's nice, it's quick. It's, especially for missions with time limits, you'd be surprised how nice it is to just have one attack that's fast and, you know, you do it, you're over with. Okay, though. So our base is apparently being targeted by some types of monsters, but we're supposed to go capture that base. We will as soon as we run up here. Even though Lana's chewing you out, there's nothing that says you have to do it right now. And Agatha's not in this mission, I'm pretty sure, which is nice because she would just get in the way. And her guard break or weak point crush or whatever, it will hit other enemies, which is very nice. It's not a very solitary one. Midna is very area of effect. She will hit far off and many enemies at once. The only problem is because of that, she's not as good for 1v1. Mostly because you lose track of where you are. The good thing, though, is that, well, she's just still generally very powerful. Like, it's not so much of a problem. But yes, Midna, one of the first characters revealed for the game. A lot of people actually, I think she was actually one of the first playable, too. I think she was playable before Zelda, which was cool to just watch and see. Come on. Oh, I hate flaming Redead. I hate all Redeads in this game. They're just so annoying. As you can see, though, the powered-up bow just destroyed him, which is nice. The music here isn't my favorite. It's a nice little tune, but definitely something I would change given the option, and I am given the option thanks to one of the recent patches, which lets you change the music to whatever. And there's an 8-bit theme of Twilight Field. That's definitely fun to put on this stage, just because I don't know. I love hearing 8-bit music in stages where 8-bit isn't needed. It just provides a very interesting dynamic, you know. Oh no, Agatha's here. We're screwed. You can actually kill the Beamos with a bow and arrow if you shoot it as soon as their eye laser fires. It's very hard to time, and you'll only do it if you know of it and you do it accidentally. So I wouldn't recommend it. Use the bombs. I'm pretty sure for some later missions, though, in adventure mode, it restricts you to not having bombs, or you might have your bombs taken away. So you might actually have to use that, which sucks. So, whatever. But we get a sealed weapon. I don't actually even know who it's for. It'll be interesting to see whose it might be. But first off, let us continue. We have to capture upper level east. I think one interesting thing is that, like, this is like the Palace of Twilight and stuff, but it does almost like feel more palace-like and more like an actual place than the oh, those dudes just died. Oh no, they didn't. Than the one in Twilight Princess, because that one didn't even feel like a actual place. It's okay, because we got this. We're doing good, and actually pretty soon we're gonna get the weapon that lets us kill these guys very easily. Well, a little easier. Not still super easy. In fact, the flaming ones are the ones that will still give you trouble. Them being on fire doesn't hurt you. It just means they're more powerful. I don't know why they just thought, let's just set them on fire for the more stronger versions. But that's okay. Those guys are being attacked, but it's okay. We'll get to them later. If the Hyrule troops leave, it's never a big deal. You're not gonna... Don't lose sleep over them. They're the expendables. But yeah, no. Just playing as Midna is a lot of fun, and the fact that there's 2 Midnas and they're both super fun is awesome. And we will show off the other Midna. She gets no point in the story or adventure mode where you have to play as her, just because of the fact that she's DLC in Japan as a separate thing. Like, she's not, like, I think they do have packs, but since she's available separately, they decided to not make it mandatory, so you don't buy the DLC, and then you're stuck because, oh, I don't have the DLC character for this DLC. Which makes sense, but at the same time, for us, it doesn't, but whatever. Get out of the way, or not, that's cool. You can usually dash out of the way before he hits you, but it's more for the other enemies that you have to worry about. And you're not often gonna actually get his weak point gauge with Midna. I did that there, but it's just because I got lucky. I think there is a degree of luck in when you get them, because definitely sometimes it feels like the gauge lasts longer than others. As you can see here, if you look there, Agatha can attack with giant beetles, which would be cool, except they're actually kind of hard to use to get going. She's still not the best, even though she has these cool things. Like, look at this that Midna can do. I love it. It's just mass destruction. And even some of them get further ones. Like, this isn't even her leveled up all the way. She gets even more powerful ones. It's amazing. I love it. Especially, like, getting Midna leveled up is something that I focused on for a bit, and it does help a lot. So we've captured both the upper and lower east. The east is ours. But I don't even know why I'm grabbing these items. I don't really need them, but that's okay. So let's head back, though. Kill these dudes on the way. Oh, hello, though. That'd be nice to grab. I think that's a heart container for me, which would be nice. I think I will off-screen go and grab everyone's heart containers on the story levels. Heart containers and heart pieces. That doesn't have to be seen. That's just... Oh, no, we get the hook shot, finally. That's just a means of, like, go to every base and get them all. And that's about it. So, though, the hook shot, if you use it just in combat, you will be pulled over to commanders. It doesn't, I don't think, work on regular troops. Oh, no, it does. And then if you press the attack button, you automatically go into your C2. So your YX, or heavy strong. But obviously they're not going to give us a weapon without some form of enemy you have to use against. So we're fighting now Twilight Dragon Argorock, one of my favorite bosses from Twilight Princess. Not because it was challenging or really even interesting, but for some reason it always stuck with me. And I think it was because I wasn't super into Zelda when Twilight Princess first came out, but someone somewhere linked somewhere, I don't even remember, but I found a video of the Argorock battle, and I was just blown away. I was like, oh my god, this is next gen graphics and stuff. But so he's going from base to base, and he's gonna start fireball attacks on the on stuff. So what you have to do actually is you have to, number one, steal your base back, because, I mean, hey, that's not cool, man. But then after that, what you have to do is, then you're going to use the hook shot to pull him down, and that should be easy. I mean, that makes sense. That's what Link did. It should work. I doubt a creature like him would ever try and prevent that from happening again with some new techniques or anything. Haha. For some reason, the frame rate sometimes gets really good. Like right there, the frame rate just got really dang good, and I have no idea why. So he is attacking with fireballs both on the base as well as just randomly in the field. So you're gonna want to get stuff going, get this back, and then the magic circle will appear. And with the magic circle, of course, it works as with a fairy fountain. You know. So it should appear just in uno momento. You do just kind of have to wait around for this, because you have to wait for the text to all finish. And I think the enemies stop too. Okay, so just you can go though. Oh, we captured the West Square. Oh no, that was us. We are in the West Square. Oh, and Zant's here. I forgot to talk about him. He is... I'm so happy he's in. He was... I always felt like there was so much they could do with Zant, and that relegating him to just one game sucks. But definitely the fact that he's back now, I'm very happy with. They are advancing, though. And as you'll see, he is kind of crazy. Yep, Lana, if you can hurry up with that magic circle, that'd be very nice. Bro, sis, whatever. There we go. So the magic circle has appeared, and we're going to use it. We're going to use the magic. And we use a phantom hook shot, or the claw shot, rather. But it doesn't really work because he's a little stronger than we anticipated. So we actually did that before we were supposed to, which is okay, because now we can fight these guys in the meantime while the levels should be, like, loading. You can definitely play faster than the game expects you to. And this will happen quite a bit. So he does run away, though, but he's definitely not dead. So don't count your cuckoos before they attack you. See, we've chased him away, but my plan doesn't end here. Yeah, so Zant in this game, number one, his helmet being off and on just happens. Like, he just takes it on and puts it off. Sometimes he keeps it on, sometimes he definitely doesn't. You'll see that he is the most annoying enemy to fight just because of his gimmick. And his gimmick sucks when you play as him and sucks when you're fighting him. So, like, in both at the same time. So yes, let's take this base back though. Like, oh my goodness, you get to shoot wolves. This is almost as cool as throwing blue... No, you get to... In Pirate Warriors 2, you get to throw whale sharks with a character. It's almost as cool as that. Oh, we need to find the Skulltula. Let's turn up the volume so I can hear this creepy crawly... I was gonna say skeleton, then I wasn't going to, but then I realized, no, it is sort of skeleton-like. I think it's going to be under that rock. I mean, why else would they just put a random rock there? I mean, aside from decoration. Decorative bolt. When we were testing, oh god, the commando's approaching it, should run there. When we were testing Dragon Age, I remember there's times when we're like, okay, so there's all these random boulders here, what do they mean? And the guys were like, no. Those are decorative boulders. And we're like, what? It's like, yeah, they just go around and they're decorating their place with boulders. And it was hilarious because obviously they just placed them there and didn't want them taken away because then it would screw up stuff. But no, it's definitely like he just really wanted these decorative boulders there. So that was fun. Except though the boulders had the Inquisition logo on them. Well, they're not supposed to because they're not in an Inquisition place. And so they're like, yeah, they just stole their boulders and repurposed them for their own nefarious uses from the Inquisition. So that was funny. I might do a Let's Play of Dragon Age Inquisition just because I have so many funny stories with it, but I'm afraid if I do it, they'll be like, hey, you're saying stuff you're not supposed to, which, you know, that's always the thing I'm constantly living in fear of. But also, I mean, I shouldn't. I won't ever say anything that I'm not supposed to. I mean, I was given all these NDAs and stuff, but I mean, at the same time, I've already beaten the game so many times that I don't even know what I talk about, and whatever. Plus, I don't have a PS4 still. That's in the works. So yes, though, we need to kill these commandos. They are going after Agatha. Really, it's like they get all these different titles like commandos and generals and crazy stuff. You don't really have to worry about it. Just if they're bad, kill them. Sometimes killing them might just have different functions for what happens afterwards. They don't necessarily change like their function in battle. Oh no, Argorock's back. That actually kind of sucks. But this time he's not above a base, so he can't use a magic circle. So that means something will have to be fixed. Actually, he's going to just steal a base right away. Well, spawn some dudes here though to take care of these guys. Don't ever expect your troops to be able to handle something like a Redead, because simply put, your guys aren't really that good unless they're a named character also. So, yeah, no, just kind of, like, if they have a little bit of health left, yeah, they can totally kill them, but at the same time, it's very unlikely. So just try to kill the named guys. Your dudes can take care of the random mooks. So, again, we're going to have to go kill Argorock. So, let's head down there and show him the true superpower of Twilight, which I've read the book of. For school, actually, funnily enough. It's, that was mandatory reading. So let's just kill these dude bros. I really love this one here, the mixer, because it also draws in enemies. Like, it has like a black hole effect. So you can almost like even spam it and just suck them all up, and then boom. The only problem is, even though you're in the air, I'm pretty sure your hitbox is still on the ground. So you can still totally like be hit on the ground if you're in the air. Don't expect it to be. That's one thing. There's never really invincibility frames in this game. There's very much, you're vulnerable the entire time during these long attacks, which sucks. There's a few exceptions, but for the most part, you're pretty vulnerable. But no, we're gonna try actually the magic circle once more, because hey, it worked well the first time. Ha! That's not a lie. You know, insanity is trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, but as we can see, the result is the exact same. So, of course, what do? I don't know. Maybe that fairy fountain on the map may have some clue. Let's actually go. I really want to take this base back. Not for any particular reason other than the fact that it's there. This base here just really looks like it needs to be taken. So I'm going to go after this base. And I love how I'm saying just this base, and I'm expecting you to know which one. Obviously this one. Oh, look at this slowdown. This means we're winning. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Slowdown means you're doing good. Nice. We're actually getting a lot of kills. Like this mission is fun. This level is fun. Oh, there's dudes in our base though. We gotta go. Let's. Oh, and Argorock's back. That was fast. So let us. He's just gonna fly around though. There's not much we can do other than dodge his very, very, very large fireballs. We gotta save our base because if he attacks our base, well, that's no good. So, first off though, Outpost Captain needs to die because he's the one that is spawning. Well, he's not spawning these dudes. He's mostly just like he spawns the little dudes. But I think if enough little dudes get together, it may spawn bad guys. I'm not a big commanders. Did I say bad guys? I'm still never exactly sure on the schematics of it. I don't know if there's ever a set amount of like commanders or whatever. But whatever, it's still going well. So we need to use the fairy fountain, which we will right after we free up our base from bad dudes. I mean, we are the bad enough dudes to do this. No one else. Yes, there is. And plus the fairy fountain's right there, so let us go. Oh god, he's attacking. So he shoots fireballs facing the entire wrong direction, which is quite talented if you ask me. And here we have, I think, my favorite fairy fountain animation thing in this game that you actually get to do much later once I reveal something quite cool that I actually haven't unlocked, but you shall see. And it's weird that the fountain fairy gives bedroom eyes to every character, regardless of their gender. I mean, hey, that's cool. It's 2014, but I thought she just had a thing for Link. And of course that didn't work again, but it's okay because we got one better one. And it misses him, but no. Everyone's seen this, and I remember seeing this on live stream, and it was the hypest thing ever. Let's just summon the moon. Summon the moon to kill him. You know that thing we tried to stop happening in, thankfully that's the fake moon. That doesn't actually happen. But remember that thing we tried to stop in Majora's Mask, which is, you know, the thing falling to Earth, or Termina rather. Well, yep, we just did that. We purposely did that. And, okay, spoilers, I guess. The Great Fairy is like an unlockable character through Link's costume, or, well, weapon, rather. So, when you actually play as her, that's one of her supers, and instead of using a fake moon made of fairies, she just opens a portal for the real one. So that's fun. But here we have Argorock. I actually didn't say how to attack him. Basically, when his tail glows, you want to grab him with the hook shot. Do not do it when his tail's on fire, because if you've ever grabbed a hot thing with metal, it doesn't work out very well. So as you can see here, he's using an attack, and then you want to use it. The timing is pretty strict, and also it doesn't work for all attacks. It only works on ones that he's actually like really focusing on, if that makes sense. Like if it's just a ramming or flying or something, not so much. So let's actually use our super here. You will get more super meters later, which is actually such a godsend later. You'll be able to just... Come on, there we go. It always sucks getting down to just one chunk left. So, you know. Also, all the enemies start to come together here. So, okay, so as you see, his tail's fire. Do not use it yet. Now that he's blowing fire, now you want to use it. You don't fight Argorock that much. I remember there's one mission... The mission to unlock the Chain Chomp weapon, you actually fight him many, many times because, well, I just kept failing that mission. So, that was fun. So you can't grab him. Why am I trying to do that? God, yes, the slowdown. Oh my god! How did we get him down? His health just disappeared. Which I'm happy about. Wow, he just sort of exploded. Very nice. I find it funny that the attacks that are the least threatening with the Redeads is when they actually use their giant swords of death. Oh dang, this is gonna hit everyone. So Zant makes an appearance finally in his own crazy self. This is definitely post Twilight Princess, if anything. Like, he is crazy, which only happens at the end of Twilight Princess. Normally he's this really threatening figure, it seems like. But no, definitely this is crazy Zant, who I'm so happy we get to see more of, because that fight with him in Twilight Princess is awesome, where he's just flipping between all the different, you know, bosses, going crazy, summoning giant heads, and his fighting style is basically that, and it's awesome. So let's kill these dudes. There's only a little bit of dudes left. You do want to like stop these guys, because they will attack your base if left unchecked. So like there's a dude here that just needs to go. I didn't show this off yet, but if there is, oh hey Zant, what are you doing down here? And it's weird because he appears almost always with his helmet on, except during certain combos when you're playing as him, but his intros with his helmet off, and oh, his helmet is so inconsistent in this game, if it's on or off. He also fights with these cool scimitars or whatever. Oh, okay, he's right here. Like I was saying, if an Air Alphos is in the air, which, like, I mean actually flying, not just hovering, then when you attack him with the hook shot, he'll automatically be brought down, and it should automatically allow you to attack his weak point gauge. That's the easy trick to killing him, or killing them. Doesn't always work. I know sometimes it's like sometimes it doesn't register that well. Like now I'd be able to, but I'm being comboed, so that's not working. So the hard part about Zant, though, is that his weak point gauge almost never appears. And that's because in his actual gameplay, he has a sanity meter that goes up when he's doing his attacks. And only when his sanity meter is depleted and he fails to do a special, which you'll see by him falling over or something, only then will it allow him to be hit with his weak point gauge. And even then, it doesn't last like super long or anything. So basically, he takes a long time for his weak point gauge to appear. So once it appears, you better hit it. So like right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of his supers. And if his sanity gauge is like down to 0, then he'll at the end fall over onto his face, and he'll be stuck for a little bit. Not very long, because mind you, you're playing as him too, and all this applies. But so yeah, definitely. And I remember reading an interview that they originally weren't going to be playable, Gurahim and Zant, because they just thought, okay, nobody wants to play as them. And then they were listening to people and online, and they were getting excited to play as. There we go. So you can see here, he gets knocked over, destroy his weak point gauge, and didn't last long enough. Yeah, people wanted to play as them, so they listened, which is cool. And I'm sure if they didn't, then they would have come later as like the same sort of way that Sia, Volga, and Wizro did, where they're free editions. So now that our gauge is maxed out, we will use our Guard Crush ability on him. Right now. She equips the shadow things that I forget, and then does the thing. So yes, Midna does like the one-winged angel thing from the end of the game. Kind of awesome. It only lasts for one attack, which is a little sad, but that's fine. So I bet you, though, to actually get Midna's heart container in this level, I probably have to get every base. So, like I said, I'll probably be doing that off screen and probably on easy mode so I can just run through it. I think you do have to beat every level also on easy to get, like, the completion thing, if you will. Because even though I'm playing on medium, if I win, there's no check mark also on easy. So I'll probably be doing that off screen, probably after this, before we go on to the next big section of game. Because this is the end of a certain like chapter, if you will. Like the prologue was one, and then there's another one later, and then I think one more. So that's fun. No, I think the next part is like there's one more. Like there's one more in this part. Maybe, I'm not sure. No, 2. I can't even remember anymore. Okay, let's just hit him with our ball. Now this one actually, the stun range when you use it is actually in front of you a bit and not directly in front of you. So with Zant, you do kind of have to play the waiting game a bit. As you can see here, there he failed to do his thing. And because we actually got the wolves to hit him, that did crush his defenses, which is nice. Oh, he takes a long time to be killed though. It would be nice if he was more of a glass cannon or something where he takes extra damage, but nope. We have defeated Zant, however, and we won't be playing as him for a while. But that's fine. And he's the Twilight King. But not really. We're the Twilight Princess, bitch. Okay, come on, disappear so we can take your stuff. Nice. Jack that. Cool. So yes, this was the Twilight Princess saga, but we have a bit of story first. Story that reveals something amazing, something you wouldn't expect even. Thankfully, we sealed that all away because we don't want that. Oh no, it's Sia. She's back. And here we learn the true connection between the two. Turns out Sia's the one that turned her back into an imp, so this totally takes place after her Twilight Princess. But of course, she just gets smacked, and oh my god, she is Lana. Apparently. I actually don't really see the resemblance too much. Like, the face is kind of the same, but the eyes is different. So, yeah, they're actually, turns out to be, as it's going to reveal, the same person split into two. And the funny thing is, I was on forums before this game came out, and everyone was like, oh yeah, no, there's gonna be the same person split into two. And I'm like, no, you're kidding, that's not gonna happen. And nope, they were right. I just sort of thought they came from the same tribe, or they were sisters or something. But no, that's about that. We got a lot of those. Oh, and we get Lana's level 2 book, The Sealing Tome, which is nice. We get another Cursed Shackle, a blue ring, and another blue ring. Read at Night Ashes, Fiery Aralphos Wings, Zant's Magic Gem, some Embers, which apparently we just keep in rock form, Bandages, Fiery Aralphos Leather, which is actually pretty rare to come by. This is one that you will need to grind for, definitely, and Metal Plates. Nice. So that's about it. We now battle as Zelda because we have defeated all of those 3 sections, and we got the Polished Rapier, which is her weapon of choice. She does have another weapon because of the DLC, but we will get to that later when we start covering on the DLC and stuff. Thank you for telling me. It's really not needed, but so we can give Link a new combo for the spinner finally, which is nice. Actually, we can give him another one. Can we get it all the way? We cannot. Oh, here's what we were talking about. See the Gilded Sword design? People were thinking that was Gurahim because of the design. It's kind of cool. Neat to point out. But we can now give Impa her full combo, which is awesome. We can also give her more special attack. So these ones down here, these are the ones that you want to get the to get more gauges, which is very helpful. See if we can get it for Lana. We cannot. We can give her the fully upgraded book, however. And it's nice. We got full combos with that. Zelda, we haven't even touched her because we just got her. So we're going to give her her combos. I don't really care for Zelda's default fighting style with the rapier. I feel like it's definitely one of the weaker weapons. Thankfully, though, we do have the Dominion Rod DLC weapon, which we will get to soon. All the DLC stuff is brutally overpowered. Well, I say brutally overpowered, but it's just, mildly overpowered. Oh, nice. We can get the full combo for the hammer, as well as special gauge up. Can we get a boosted meter? Yes, we can. So he now has the Fierce Deities mask, just casually getting that. Guard Crush, very, very nice. We can't get that now anymore because we used up our Aralphos Leather, which some people might think is a bad idea because now I can't upgrade anything else, but no, it's okay. Finishing up on our upgrades. This is probably the most exciting part of every part. I do love seeing the progression, like you are constantly being upgraded and constantly advancing in this game, and that I do enjoy. But for now, that should be about it. Yes. Thank you all for watching, and between parts, I will be doing some grinding. I will go back and probably get these ones for Link, these ones for Link and Impa, all these ones, level up on the same time too. But yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Ciao!